What's going on, guys? Garrett here, bringing you a super exciting episode. We're doing a little bit of an unboxing today. We got two of Skars amplifiers. We have the RP1500.1D. This is a 1500 watt Class D amplifier. I'm going to be using it to run two of their subs, which I will be making a video coming up. So, along with the 1500.1D, we also have Skars 150.4. It's a Class AB amplifier, 1000 watts RMS. So let's dive right into it. So let's start with first this 150.4. Let's open her up. As you can see, I already opened this. I wasn't sure it was going to fit where I thought it was, so I had to pull it out and measure. As you can see, once I got my 1500 watt amplifier, you can see how much bigger this box is, and I was like, dang, this is not going to fit where I thought it was. But pulling it out, it is smaller than I thought, so it should fit. Get this out of the box. Get that out of here. So, as you can see, here is the beauty. So, comes with, obviously, the amp, and you get your little owner's manual. Talks about all the information. One thing I was really happy to see, it comes with two Allen wrenches. They fit both of theirs, so you don't have to go scavenge in your garage for tools. They gave it to you, and you'll be able to add those to your tool set too. So let's get this out of the plastic. God, this amp just looks and feels so nice. Look at that black finish. Okay guys, so opened up. One thing, that is the only downfall that I have ever found with Skar. I've used a bunch of their other stuff. Awesome products. But their owner's manuals are a little lacking in some of the information. This one's pretty good, but this owner manual is good for like 10 different amplifiers, as you can see there. I wish they'd break it down. You just get one for whichever one you ordered. But they list the information, so that's all that really matters. So this amp at 4 ohms is 150 watts by 4 channels and 250 watts at 2 ohms per 4 channels. So this will have plenty of power. I plan on running it. The speakers I got that I plan on running this, my mids and highs, are 200 RMS at 4 ohms, I think. So I'm going to be just a tad underpowered unless I don't want to wire them into 2 ohms, because then I would lose all my adjustability with it. And that is one thing that I really wanted with this. But this will have no trouble putting out that kind of power. A lot of Skars stuff is underrated. There's plenty of dynos and stuff out there where you see them do actual load tests and they're putting out way more watts than what they're rated for. So enough on the information here. We'll go over a little bit of the specs. So on the end here, you got your 4-channel RCAs on the left side. As you go over, you have your gains for channel 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, you get separate adjustments for both those, which is super nice. You can have your fronts doing something different than your rears, or your left's doing something different than your right side. So you have your high pass filter, full or low pass, and you also have a bass equalizer, power and protect on that side. Moving over, so on this side it looks like you got 4 gauge power and ground, and it looks like they give you an 8 gauge remote wire, which I have no idea why you would ever run that big a wire. It's just turning on your amplifier. But they also have the speaker inputs. I love how big and beefy those inputs are. This amp is just honestly a great looking amplifier, super clean, and I am super pumped to put this in my truck. So, enough with that amplifier. That is going to be running my mids and highs, which I will be doing an unboxing of what I got there in a later video. Let's open up this 1501D. Got my big old chef's knife. Try not to slice open anything that I don't want to cut. get that out of here. Let's open up old girl. As you can see, it comes in a separate box. I got it, don't worry. Here is this beast of an amplifier. Dig out all the extras so I can go through that with you guys. Here it is. So you can see it is actually pretty compact for a full-size amplifier. It's not huge like this AV is, which is Class D, so most of the time they are going to be smaller. But let's get it out of the paper so you can get a better look. Okay. So my first thoughts at looking at this is I'm kind of disappointed. I like to see the power and ground on opposite sides with the remote wire in the middle. And the main reason for that is just you don't want any opportunity of them creating a short. But that is no big deal because I ordered some products that I have been super happy with in the past, come from New Concepts. They are basically wire adapters. I'm running 1/0 wire or 0 gauge, however you want to say it, into this 4 gauge. So I needed a little adapter. So I have a 0 gauge to 4 gauge wire adapter, and they are offset. I will show you guys a little pic of that right now. So you guys saw those New Concept wire adapters. So you can see that they're offset. So I should have no problem at all with having any sort of shortage. Let's dive into the spec. So we are looking at the 1501D, 550 watts by 1 channel at 4 ohms, 930 watts by 1 channel at 2 ohms, and 1500 watts RMS at 1 ohm. This is 1 ohm stable, which is really all you need to know with those instructions. They look like, these actually look like 2 gauge inputs. Like I said, I'm going to be using some 0 gauge or 1/0, so I'm still going to have the adapter for that. These speaker wires, man, they only look like they're about 10 gauge. I have 8 gauge wire. I might be able to fit those in, or I might have to use some sort of wire ferrule adapter or something like that. Everything else on this is pretty simple. You have your remote inputs, your bass equalizer, gain, low pass, and subsonic. Along with that, we have our wire for our bass knob, I'm assuming is what is in here. If I can get it open. So here is Skars bass knob. Quality looks amazing just like the rest of their stuff. Knob feels pretty good. All metal housing, none of that cheap plastic stuff. You have your remote jacks, which is how you attach it to your amp. I was hoping to see a little bit different connections. The only thing, sometimes these will plug out, but I shouldn't have any issues with this, the way I plan on wiring it and everything. So yeah, that's a breakdown. Comes with the Allen wrench for that exact one. One size fits all, it looks like. And those are the 2 amplifiers that we got going for you today. These 2 bad mama jammas right here. These are what I'm going to be rocking in my truck. I have not figured out where I'm going to put these yet. I have to do some test fit, and I have 2 ideas where I think I'm going to put them. But that is all for another video. You guys will get to see the complete install of these. I'll be doing the wiring for all of it. I'm going to be building, I think I'm going to be building an amp rack for these. I don't want to just put them on the carpet. I want to be able to remove these and reinstall them as many times as I want, doing adjustments or whatever else. So I think I'm going to be building an amp rack probably out of ABS, but it could be something different. Still deciding on what material to use. I'll be taking you guys along through all of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is just a brief unboxing of what Skars 1501D and their RP 150.4 Class AB amplifier